Bloody Disney cruise.
Bloody Disney.
Never had going on a Disney cruise.
Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, how boring.
Mickey Mouse, boring.
You don't have to wait that long. We bring this out.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't.
How cool's that? Look at you.
Those are the drinks. So you guys know what they're
Want to know
Can I please get the bangers and bangers and bangers? She's going to be one of those ones that's going to be, you know, showing up. I think we're going to start down first.
Let's make that one object out of bait. Oh yeah!
She'll probably standing up or trying to lean over the railing, you're not allowed out on the balcony anymore.
What if you go,
Okay.
go like this? What about this?
Yeah, you can just look.
I have to go like this.
You can be on your tiptoes, of course.
Just look, but don't climb
Yeah, and
up.
I could go.
No, you
No,
cannot.
you can't. No one's allowed to lift on the balcony.
Definitely not.
No way.
What do you want to say about the Disney cruise? What are your hopes
Hey,
and
this
dreams?
is an adventure of a lifetime for these young ducklings, and I'm rather hoping that they form some memories that they'll cherish for the rest of their lives. And one day they'll go, you remember that time we went on that Disney cruise with Grandpa? How good was that? That was fun. That's what I would like them to remember.
What do you want from the Disney cruise? What are you looking forward to the most?
Autograph books. Autograph books. I'm looking forward to eating all the food I can. Ice cream. Because Grandpa's happy. Ice cream. Because Grandpa's happy.
I don't think it'll operate till January, so well, that's a pity. Yes.
especially when the got locked down again for the last
Play and lecture.
Anyway, we're done with that.
It's not a secret I tried. I know you want me. So don't keep saving our hands up tight. You claim it's not in the cards when fate is pulling you miles away. And now reach from you, but you're here in my heart. So who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars, so we made to the night? Nothing could keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world could be ours tonight. You think it's easy? You think I don't want to run to you? If there are mountains and there are doors that we can't. I know you're wondering why we're able to do these flowers, but when we go aside, you're gonna wave and say that it was focused after all. No one can rewrite I don't know this bit.
That's okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know any of the rest of it because
That's
I'm
all right.
doing like the wrong
Very
thing.
good.
That's lovely. Yay!
And
Thank you, Nan.
we've got chocolates for the big people.
Ooh, doesn't get much better.
Printed. We'll see which one's the best one and give it to Nan, okay?
Looks like the coconut.
You shake them to make them work, do you?
Can I do that one?
Thank you.
It should develop a bit more over time.
I see, isn't that? He teaches
Crazy.
children
Yeah.
Last school
disabled.
skirt, I'm like,
Yes, that's right.
we'll get the 14.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Stephen for arranging this so that I could meet you all. Some of you I have never met except on the internet, pictures on the internet. Others I have met before, but I've ever been sitting here quietly thinking. I've been thinking how proud Stephen's father would be if he's looking down from heaven,
Yeah.
as quite possibly he is. I know he would be so proud of what he's accomplished in his life. And the special thing is not the accomplishment so much, the achieving, it's what you do with what you've achieved that is important. And what is so special about Steve is that he has this generosity of spirit that is so wonderful. He's made his way in life by his own efforts. He didn't get much help from his father or myself because we were transferred to Australia on business. So he got there by his own efforts. But that is creditable in itself, but some people manage that. But they're miserable for life, and it doesn't go anywhere. But what is so wonderful about Steve is that he shares all he's accomplished with others. And today is an evidence of that. Your cruise tomorrow will be another evidence of that. And I know, having been married to his dad, that his dad would be so proud of him and what he's achieved in life because of what he shares with others. That's all I wanted to say. That, and I wanted you to sing with me, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow,
Oh, dear.
for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray.
Oh, Nan. You're sweet. Thank you. You're a darling. You're an absolute darling. That's completely not what I was expecting. I was expecting like a Merry Christmas to everyone, but how do I respond? You and Dad have had far more influence on me than you think, in that I have memories of Dad as I was growing up, and in a large way I tried to model my career and my behaviour on the way Dad did things. So I guess through that I was self-motivated to, you know, to be one of those guys who wore a suit and tie, who went to work, who raised a family, and so that was a large part of that. And you've had a significant influence on me in my life, far more than my own mother, because I've known you longer than I did my mother. So thank you for your very, very kind wishes, Nan, and your sentiment.
I want to tell you a lovely story because weren't you selling for Hewlett Packard at one time?
Yeah.
For hospitals and
Yeah,
things?
yeah.
Now, when your dad was in hospital towards the end, he had your machine beside him.
Oh, okay.
And he also had, this was in Hong Kong, that this was all happening, and he was in intensive care, and he's picked up some horrible bug in Taipei that was why made him ill. And at the bottom of his bed was Matthew, and there were girls and boys who were actually Asian, Hong Kong Asians, who were the nurses. And I think it was Matthew that was sitting at the bottom of his bed and always monitoring your machine, you see,
Yeah.
that was been pumping away there. And it came to the last day, and he turned to me and said, I think he's lapsing into a coma now. And I was afraid they'd send me away because I wasn't sure when if they would try to resuscitate him.
Yeah.
And that's not very nice to have to watch, you see, and they generally send you out. And I wanted to be there to be able to hold his hand and sit with him, you see. So I was pretty belligerent. I was saying to Matthew, I know you think perhaps he doesn't know I'm here, but I believe he does.
Mm-hmm.
And Matthew replied to me, he said, well, strange you should say that, but every time you sing him your songs, and they were hymns I was singing to him, you see, the machines turned to normal.
Oh, how about that?
And that meant that he did know that I was there, you see. And that was a great comfort to me.
Sure, yeah, it's
But
lovely.
it was a nice tie-up between you and Hewlett Packard.
Well, there you go.
And
It's
Yes.
a delightful story. Well, thank you, Nan. It's just beautiful. It's lovely to see you, and I'm glad we could get everyone together because it's very hard to get all of these
Yes, it
kids in
must
one
be.
place at one time.
it must be.
Can we get some photographs?
And thank you for your little song. Was you, wasn't it?
It was lovely, Ayla. That's a story. You ready? We'll get some photos.
Okay, so hang on, break that down. So I'm just doing some curls.
Well, thank you for all your presents
It was lovely to see you again.
and for coming.
I'm glad we did, and that you got to see all your great grandchildren together.
I know, that's something, isn't it?
Are your hands always that cold? You have cold hands.
Do I?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, my little nurse. Bye-bye, dear.
Oh, nice to meet you. And thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, likewise.
Uh-huh.
I heard a lot about you, but it's good to actually finally meet.
Yes. Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, look at this. We're all having a go.
Push.
You got the nice old ladies. Give them a little ride.
I'll push them. Zoe's gonna.
There you go. Come on, dear. Time for your toilet break.